It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Broncos' second-year running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Broncos and the Texans coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their young quarterback, the rookie out of Oklahoma.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Nnamdi Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
You can look at this Bronco defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
It'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and 8. Here goes Stroud again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The Broncos on to the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Potts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They run with Wilkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Broncos in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Potts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off play action. Potts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Potts. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They'll work the middle here with Wright, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Stroud to throw it. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jelani Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Potts. That is caught. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And they'll send the tight end in motion. This is Wilkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run again with Wilkins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Texans offense had C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. In motion right, one of the tight ends. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. That one's taken in by Spears. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Potts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Wilkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the Texans' 44-yard line.
Mims in motion left. Off the play fake. Potts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Back to throw again. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Off play action. Potts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wilkins.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Yeah, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Potts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Potts. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Woods, and he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On the carry, it's Wilkins. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Potts. His short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, Potts. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Potts got a man and he hits him in stride. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Potts. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, where you see the final score there. Gabe Davis, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Devon Achane, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Jonathan Mingo, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense and running back Jalen Wright getting ready to go back to work. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll go right back to right. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And Stroud now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Throwing to start the drive. Potts. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it here with Wilkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilkins, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Operating from the gun, Potts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Wilkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, Potts. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Wright's got it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Stroud. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. So the Broncos coming out now. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Wilkins, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle they go. Wilkins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Matt Gay on board field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Stroud. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Wright from 10 yards out. And the Texans stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Potts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Potts. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wilkins. No gain, and it's second down. Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Potts. To the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. Back to throw. Stroud looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Stroud will look to throw once more. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Stroud to throw it. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right. Touchdown, Houston. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. A try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive. Potts, he finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Potts. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Franklin.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Potts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wilkins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Potts. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims
from 17 yards out.
And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run on first down with Wright. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A give up the middle to Wright. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We're now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Houston set to take over.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They'll try and run for this with Wright. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did.